Hello and welcome everybody to Modern Raleigh and Architecture exhibits. My name is Philip McDonald. I work in Special Collections Research Center at North Carolina State University Libraries, and I created this virtual reality exhibit with my colleague Colin Keenan in Learning Services and Spaces. The idea for this project started at the beginning of the summer. I created a walking tour to kind of demonstrate how the school, well, now College of Design, has influenced the landscape and the design of Raleigh, specifically the neighborhoods around NC State. And so after I created the walkthrough, I contacted Colin and we started figuring out a way to make an accessible walking tour that shows all the beautiful designs and spaces in Raleigh. This tour focuses on the work of 5 architects that either worked or went to the College of Design at NC State University, notably G. Milton Smalls Jr., Eduardo Catalano, Philip Freelon, Brian Shawcroft, and George Matsumoto. And we will begin our tour in the G. Milton Smalls Jr. room. Welcome everybody to the G. Milton Small Jr. room. He was one of the most important modern architects working in the southeastern United States in the latter half of the 20th century. He was recruited by Henry Kemphoffner in the late 1940s. A lot of the architects that you will see in the gallery were also recruited by Kemphoffner, who has a lasting effect on the modernist architecture, both in the school and in Raleigh itself. Behind me, you see 2 blueprints of the Raleigh Municipal Building that Smalls designed, and to my left, your right, you'll see a painted photograph of one of the residential houses that he designed for the Rothenstein family. All these images and sketches and blueprints can be found in our digital repository and are part of his collection here at the Special Collections Resource Center at NC State University Libraries. And next, we're going to go to the Eduardo Catalano room. Welcome everybody to the Eduardo Catalano room. Catalano was a well-known modern architect and head of architecture at the School of Design, now College of Design, at North Carolina State University from 1951 to 1956. He's an Argentinian architect who's well-known for the house you see behind me. This is called the Raleigh House or the Catalano House. It's called the Potato Chip or Batwing House. It is a pristine example of mid-century modernist residential architecture. The magazine House and Home named it the House of the Decade in 1956. Catalano even received high praise from Frank Lloyd Wright about the home's design. And Wright did not give out his praise freely. I will give you a few moments to look around the room and see all the images of the house itself. And next we'll be visiting the hearth of the exhibit, the Phil Freelon space. Welcome everybody to the Philip Freelon space of the exhibit. We designed this to be kind of the centerpiece of the exhibit itself. Philip Freelon was a well-known and respected African-American architect, probably best known for leading the design of the Smithsonian Museum, National Museum of African-American History and Culture. He both taught and went to the College of Design and graduated in 1975. In the space itself, you'll see images and 3D models of some of the buildings he designed in Raleigh. As you come in and exit the space, you'll find videos of him discussing why he chose to come to the School of Design and also why he decided to leave his papers to the special collections here at NC State University Libraries. And next, we will be visiting the Brian Shawcroft corridor. Welcome everybody to the Brian Shawcroft corridor. Brian Shawcroft was an English modernist architect, probably most recognized for designing most of the modernist home inventory in the Triangle region from the 1970s to the late 90s. He taught at the now College of Design from 1960 to 1968. Behind me, you can see a photograph that Shawcroft took of a design student working in their shop. On my left or right, you'll see a video of Shawcroft talking about his first time coming to Raleigh, visiting Raleigh, and his first impressions of the faculty and the culture of the design school. And now we will go into the George Matsumoto room. Welcome everybody to the George Matsumoto room. George Matsumoto was a Japanese-American architect and educator who was most known for his award-winning modernist designs. In 1948, he became a faculty member at the School of Design, now college, at NC State University. Around this room, you'll see sketches and 3D models and blueprints of the many residential houses he designed in Raleigh. Right behind you is the blueprint of the Richard House. To the back and right of me is a 3D model and blueprints of his personal house, the Matsumoto House. On the drawing board, there is another example of a sketch of residential architecture that he helped design with Henry Kemp-Hefner. And behind me, you'll see another sketch of the residential house he designed in Raleigh. Now that we've seen the 5 architects highlighted in our exhibit, I will walk you to the exit and we can talk about what we've seen today. Well, Colin and I would like to thank you very much for visiting our architecture virtual reality exhibit today. We would like to thank everyone at the Special Collections Research Center at NC State Libraries, especially Brian Dietz, Kathy Doran Black, Linda Sellers, and Clara Wilson. We'd like to thank everybody who assisted and gave us feedback, especially the libraries Ian Boyd and the MTR Magic Key. We'd also like to give a huge thank you to the Mozilla Mixed Reality team. Without their work, none of this would have been possible. And a thank you to Rihanna and Barry, who created the avatar software that I was using and you're seeing right now. So again, we'd like to thank you for coming and visiting. Please share if you had a good time, and Have a great day.